Welcome one, welcome all. Carl Shimney here from GameDropZone.com, and I just scored a motherfucking goal. This is going to be a bit of a different dropping in. I'm flying solo. We have no Matthew with me today. We had some scheduling difficulties. But the content must go on, and yeah, this is Rocket League. And I just scored. This is my first game online. We are 1-1. It's basically soccer with cars, which, in my opinion, makes soccer way more interesting. In Europe, we call it the football. But I have no loyalty to that sport, so we'll fucking call it soccer, and you'll like it. So yeah, we've got a boost, we can jump, we can do twisty things in the air. Oh, and I just scored again! Holy shit. Stole that one. Snatched a strike from them. I've only played the basic training and 2 exhibition matches, which are basically single player, but it's bots. Just a bot tournament mode. And, yeah, this is going better than I expected. For me personally, not necessarily for the team. What are you doing, blue dude? You dick. Jesus. While it is mostly football, there are no like offsides or anything. It's just, you know, get that ball in the other team's net any way you can. You can drive on the walls like we're going to demonstrate here, on the ceiling. Well, you do come off. You can drift. You can flip and land nowhere like I just did. It's pretty simple, but it's a lot of fun. I should have probably been helping my guys with defense there a little bit more, but you know, what are you gonna do? To charge your boost, which is that big number on the side, you have to go over those little orange things on the floor. I had ball cam on then, meaning it locks to the ball. Got my ass spun out there a little bit. Nice. I think that was an own goal. A wee bit. Yeah. Or not. I thought it might have been an own goal given the colour of the text that popped up before, but that was definitely a blue dude. That would have looked awesome had I actually done anything then. Which I didn't. Oh yeah, look at that defense. Look at it. I used to be way into football games, and then I was a Pro Evo player. I really couldn't get to grips with FIFA, like, you know, just having years of played Pro Evo, controls made no sense for me. And then, yeah, I just kind of went off it. I had some interest in football as a sport, but it was mostly just the games for me. You know, I'm collecting cards. Like, I didn't actually watch the thing very often on TV. But, yeah, I collected a lot of cards kind of religiously for a while, which was kind of dumb, and played the games. I would have watched it had it been like cars with jet flames coming out the back of them going around a ring. But the real sport just isn't that interesting. Oh, I should have not accelerated into the back wall then. I could have saved that. It's dumb. And it was still going so well at the beginning, you know? 2 goals from me. And then we just let it slip. See, I don't know whether to just accelerate into the middle and hope you get there first, which works against the AI on Exhibition, I found. None of them seem to do the same thing. Or just sort of like wait and see if you can jump out the way, but... Oh yeah. Use his body to hit the ball. Oh no, no! I jumped too early, but whatever, someone got it in there. Yeah, so this is free on PlayStation Plus. It's £15, so I'm going to say about $20 on Steam. And I think it's cross-play between the PC version and the PlayStation 4 version, which is awesome. I don't know if it's out on Xbox One. If it is, I haven't heard. It'll probably be... I imagine it's one of those games where it'll be on PlayStation and PC for 3 months, and then it'll get like an Xbox version in a little bit. It's cool. I had a look, trying to find out what the developer did following their Steam profile. Seems to be the guys behind Nosgoth, you know, that Legacy of Kain multiplayer deathmatch game with vampires. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, get it? No, no. That seems to be what happened is I overshoot, get it bounced off the wall, and then... oh, I got obliterated. See, that ball cam is both at times necessary and then other times a huge hindrance. You can't actually see where you're driving. Oh, should have hit the drift right then. That really didn't benefit anyone. Turn around. Turn around. And they won. Alright. Yeah, so you can customize your car. I did a little bit of that before we began, but not loads. How do I... Alright. I'll exit. Show you guys the car customization, and then we'll see if we can find another match. So we've got the bodywork. That was the original default car. You can unlock more, obviously it tracks the winds with each bodywork. Some different designs. The colours of each, depending on which team you're on, you can change your hue if you like. Everything's on glossy at the minute, but I assume there's like matte and chrome and stuff. Accent is just the colour of the stripe or whatever. Wheels seem really useless because there's no way you'll see them when you're actually playing. Rocket fuel. Rocket trail, rather. I'm gonna go for that one because that looks a bit more Tron, which I can totally get behind. You can stick toppers on it, I only have the taxi. Like I said, I only just started playing this, and then there's flags, of which my country isn't there. So playing to unlock season is against the computer. You can set up like how big you want the teams to be and stuff, and it's kind of like a tournament mode. Exhibition, yeah, training was what I was messing with. Yeah, let's see if we can get to another game. I'm just gonna go for standard. Although, I don't know what chaos is. Yeah, let's try chaos. 4v4. Hopefully it won't take us long to get a match. Alright. Yeah, so I've seen a few different map variants. There's some really colourful ones, a lot of like lens flare in a few I've seen. And then this is pretty cool, it's like Twilight map. So that's the problem I have, is you bounce it off that wall and then it's too high for you to jump on. It's like, what do you do? Gotta wait for it to come down. But I do like that you can straight up just drive up there. Up the sides of the cage. Oh, so close. So close with the jump. Oh, just got there ahead of me. What a pain. There we go. I just got kicked like the ball across the pitch. You've got a bit of air control in terms of like making yourself spin, which I assume will change the direction of the ball, but... Oh no. Damn it. I think my teammate knocked the dude into the ball and made him score, which is unfortunate. This mode doesn't necessarily seem more chaotic than the 3v3, but I don't know if it's going to get like competitive. Like, I know it's got the MLG style logo or whatever. Well, I guess it's not MLG style, it's just like American Sports Association style, but I really struggle to see a competitive edge to this game. I almost view this as like an IDARB, you know, like one of those like party games almost. I don't know how well they last, I don't know if there are communities around them. Neat games though. Especially when they're free on the services, which I guess they need to be to have any sort of following. That's something that kind of bummed me out about Steam recently. Is there's tons of really interesting and unique online games. Unfortunately, a lot of them are in early access, so you know they lose something of their luster that way. But it's like Fractured Space. I mean, we checked that game out on the site probably a few months ago now. It's like it's not really a MOBA. It's more like just a big capital ship multiplayer deathmatch kind of game, and I try to play that pretty regularly because I think the game is kind of great, but it's so hard to get a team. It's like there'll be a few people on the US servers, maybe like a dozen. There'll be like one active game on the EU servers, so if you're like, you know, the seventh person to that game, you're not going to get in, and it's kind of just a bummer because there's like so much you can be playing on something like Steam. Damn it. It must be really difficult to get like small multiplayer games to stand out, you know. And with games like this coming out on the consoles, it'll probably get difficult there as well. Which is kind of why you need something like this to be free for some amount of time. You know, get like millions of people owning the game, and it might just, you know, get the people they need to try it out. This is going shit, this match. Not that I'm doing much to help, admittedly. I love it when our team ram each other at the start of the round. They're really helpful. I haven't got used to like when to hit the drift. I feel if I did that, then my turning angle would be way better. Nice. Nice. Yeah, it's a little fiddly, but the cars are more responsive than they would be in a driving game, so you can just, you know, let off the trigger and you'll stop. Whereas I'm just holding onto it at all times, because in racing games you hold on to the accelerator at all times, unless you're like good at them and you know when to slow down. So I probably shouldn't be treating this like a driving game so much. Get out of my way, asshole! I will launch you into the ball. This would be a great game to sit in a party and swear at a lot of people when you're playing. I imagine. I need to get some boosts. Get it in there, get it in there. Nice, it wasn't a complete whitewash. The 23rd Game Boy is coming out to help. A little over 30 seconds left on the clock. We certainly won't be going to overtime this match. I think all I did then was bash our other dude out the way. I don't think I actually helped any. No! Ah, that was entirely me! Dear God, I hope nobody sees that on the replay. Everyone close your eyes, quick. God. How embarrassing. Could have been anyone, there's loads of bodies in there. Bodies in the zone. That's what they call it, right? Let's get that ball cam on, see if that helps. That might be the best way to get it clear of that area, is to bounce it off the back wall really hard. No, wrong angle. I could have got that in as well if I'd adjusted properly. Don't let them score in the last second. Thank God. Well, that was kind of disgraceful, but the first match was a bit more fair, some new bodywork. Yeah, that's Rocket League. It's a lot of wholesome fun if you want to swear at somebody for a few minutes. And check back soon, GameDropZone.com.